Woo! Hello, Towelgangers, fellow human beings and interplanetary beings, whoever you are. This is David JP Phillips and I am here today to answer one of the greatest questions of this universe, and that is, why does millions spend billions of hours watching game reaction videos? I know the answer. I spent way too much time analyzing other game reaction players in order to understand and define what makes the difference. I've come to 7 key elements. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 key elements that can create an awesome game reaction video. So what's cool with this is, number 1, if you want to create game reaction videos or even just YouTube videos, you can learn so much from this. Secondly, by knowing these details, you can appreciate the videos even more. Like, you're a painter. No, why not Van Gogh? And you look at a painting, you can absorb it better because you know what goes into it. So let's start with one of the kings of terror. Let's have a look at what Corey does. He delivers on the first of these elements, and that, I would say, is environment. Have a look at this video. Freaking brilliant.
I had to pace around my house before I start recording this game. This game is built different. I want y'all to know something. I check the windows, I check my door, I check my security system. This game incites paranoia in me on another level.
Just by setting the environment, what's around him, what's around the game, not just diving into the game, the screen itself, but the environment he's sitting in. Not only that, but the environment that he is existing in, i.e. his house. It's 29 seconds in, and your perspective of what he's gonna play has leveled up from here to here, but just defining the environment. So that is key number 1. Let's move on to key number 2, which is storytelling. I delivered a TED talk called The Magical Science of Storytelling, which defines storytelling. So have a look at that if you haven't had a look at it. Now we are going to look at one of the masters of game reaction videos when it comes to storytelling. Oh my God, this man, the Irish giant, is in a league of himself.
I can tell. Those are not cumulus clouds. It's pilot lingo, you wouldn't get it. Those are man-made. There's something hiding in here following me. I can tell.
All right, folks, don't be alarmed. We have some cloud cover around us, and...
What's brilliant with that is that in storytelling, you have to inject something called dopamine. Dopamine is a neurochemical that incites anticipation, creates anticipation. It makes you go, oh, what's happening? What's up with the clouds? What's going on? I want to know. So every time he builds hooks like that, you want to know what happens. And this man is a master at injecting dopamine into you. You cannot stop watching. Flight simulator gameplay.
Turbulence coming right up, but it's nothing to beat. What's that sound? What's that beeping? Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Absolutely brilliant. Have a look at this then.
In Nevada right now.
Just taking
it feels
off.
Just like England. What was that?
What was that? And then you see the facial expression. Again, he doesn't say what it is. He always builds anticipation for what it is. What is that? What is happening? Those are not those clouds. Or whatever. Build anticipation. Jack, Sean, you're the king of it.
I saw it. They're trying to stop me. The FBI. Oh, they know I'm heading for Area 51.
So he's built this story not out of just flight simulator, but that he's actually heading to a destination and made it a mystical destination, and then creating variables around that, which makes us feel the mysticism. I'm blown away by how good he is. Have a look at this. He's now coming in for landing.
When you're at a base like this, you gotta look around. Just get ready to bail at any second.
Hear that? Look around, you get ready to bail at any second. Constantly building anticipation.
There's snipers up on that hill.
He just makes that up. Building anticipation.
You're making it look like a regular airport, but I know better. Is that truck coming for us? Should I get out of here?
Again, building anticipation. I did not count the amount of times that he builds anticipation in these 12 minutes, but it's in the hundreds, maybe like 200 or 300 situations where he goes, inject dopamine, inject dopamine, inject dopamine, inject dopamine. Every single time you go, yes, yes, what's happening? Yes, what's happening? Yes, what's happening? And you're stuck in it. Mind-blowingly brilliant. Element number 2, storytelling. Let's move on to number 3. And here we have, of course, the king of game reaction videos, PewDiePie. He is good at storytelling. Oh my god, he's good at so many of these elements. One thing that he's better than many others is building connection. You can build connection with your audience, or you can build connection with the items and characters in your game, like he does.
So like now I know what's in each thing. It's pretty epic. Thank you guys.
Did you notice the double shoulder shrug? Just had to say it.
Also, I'm freaking rich now. Isn't that right, Sven? We are super rich.
Isn't that right, Sven? He humanizes the dog and we get an attachment to the dog. He's so goddamn brilliant at it because Sven is with him all over the place and he cares so much for Sven. And before I mentioned the word dopamine, which is a neurochemical that creates anticipation, oxytocin is what PewDiePie is brilliant at creating. What does oxytocin do? It connects you to other things. Every object that you have a connection to which you don't want to die or lose, like Sven in this case, you have an oxytocin connection to. PewDiePie is brilliant at creating that oxytocin connection by giving the object or this character a name, caring for this object, and building a story around the object. And the longer this object or this character is in the actual video, the more we care for it.
Yes, wait, it's coming, Sven, don't worry.
I love how he interacts with the dog in that way, creating again oxytocin.
If you just add a die on it and click on it, so like... Oh my god! Sven, you look amazing. Seriously. So good. Here you go. Love you.
Love you. Love is like the greatest way to create oxytocin. Whenever you give anybody a hug or you love them, oxytocin is created and you get that bond. He loves this dog. Steve, hey. Sven. He loves his dog. Sven! That is not the only character that PewDiePie has created in this video alone, but we also have Jürgen.
I'm done. Ah! Jürgen! Ah! Jürgen! Hit Sven! Hit Sven! This is not okay.
And both Sven and Jürgen, they're involved in this heinous crime of eating them, and it's so brilliant. And we can't see this happening in JackSepcticEye's video because he's just creating that dopamine, anticipation. This guy is creating anticipation. What will happen with the horse? What will happen with the dog? But he also creates oxytocin so that we become even more attached to the video itself. And at the end of the day, the more of these neurochemicals that you create in your video, the more you will want to watch it and you cannot stop watching it. Number 3 is creating connection. There is another way of creating connection in game reaction videos as well. Let's learn from Sidemen.
Play Dead by Daylight. I'm coming to get you all and give you a big hug.
That evil laughter.
Oh, ooh.
Wait, what's going on? Where am I?
Okay, if anyone's downstairs, just...
So the way they do it is that in their game reaction video, they play together. And when they play together, you become part of that team. You're sitting with friends. A lot of people say that when they're sitting with PewDiePie, they feel like PewDiePie is a friend of theirs. In this case, you're a group of friends playing something, and your brain becomes part of that. And oxytocin is connected again into this particular situation. So this is just another example of the third element, which was connection. Now let's move away from the Sidemen and move into number 4, which is, of course, Markiplier. And the fourth element is nothing else but delivery. Now this guy, and all of these are obviously awesome at delivery. I'm just picking out a couple of examples of where Markiplier is absolutely excelling in voice, in facial expression, and body language.
I found a village. A beautiful hamlet full of beautiful people.
And
yet all of my joy from finding that was not put into words because my microphone was not turned on.
Who doesn't get emotional from that? That's beautiful. That is such a brilliant freaking use of voice, and he's such a good deliverer. So element number 4 is delivery. Let's have a look at one more example of excellent delivery from Markiplier. This is an older video.
No! Get it! It's right there! It's right there! It's right there! No! It's right there! It's right there! Get me in there!
Listen to his voice now.
No, this is a bad place! It's a bad place! It's a bad place! Bad! Bad! Bad!
anticlimax, going down in volume and in pace and in his facial expressions. That entire delivery is so brilliant. Wow. Markiplier, oh my god, he is so brilliant in his deliveries. I am envious of the ways that he can use his voice to create your engagement anticipation. And he's got so many of the other skills as well, but I'll get back to that in a moment. Let's just leave that for now. Let's move away from delivery into number 5 and number 6. I've lumped them up into one person, and that is laser beam. Number 5 and 6 are concept and comedy. In this case, what Laserbeam did was that he wanted to absolutely dominate in one game. And he picks the game with a bunch of 8-year-olds. And obviously, Roblox is his game. And not only does he want to dominate it, but I think he shoves down like 20,000 to just buy every single advantage that he can buy in Roblox just to kick everybody's ass. Now that is having a concept. If you have a look at Mr. Beast when he's playing, he's giving away, I think, cars and money for the ones that win in the game. That's also a concept. You build a bigger concept than just the game itself, and this one is brilliant at that, i.e. concept. Comedy, he's got such a dark humor. He's from Australia, I'm from England. Seems like we somehow have a connection when it comes to humor, because it's dark.
His name is like TTS something. I'm assuming he meant to say Twitch TV, like TTV, but he's 8 and can't spell. I mean, this game, I've got like a minigun.
It's just so dark. I love it. Okay, let's continue.
8-year-olds don't stand a chance. You should have spent more time finger painting instead of snorting G Fuel. There's our first choice right here. I have to win. You guys are all playing for free, or you're using your mum's credit card. I gotta win.
So hilarious just watching him play. Right, so comedy is the 6th. We have come to the 7th and the last element in order to become a great game reaction video player, and it's down to the single thing as skill. I've just picked Ninja because I enjoy his skill and his sniping abilities. So he's not the best, but he is skilled, and we love watching skilled people. So have a look at this snipe. Wow, what a man!
Oh! That boy nasty.
Those are the 7 key core elements of becoming a great game reaction player, or even enjoying game reaction videos more. But the thing is this, you have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. But what's interesting is that they all amount to exactly the same thing. Emotion. When you get to feel emotion, you become involved, engaged. And the thing is that the more devoted you are to something, the more engaged you are in something, the less critical you become of it. And the more consumed you become of it. And that's the beauty of it. We want to feel things. And especially now during COVID, we're stuck at home. Our ability to feel things are lowered, so we want to feel more things than ever before, and we can then see people's reactions, see people's emotions, we hear their stories, their oxytocin, their dopamine, their way of creating the environment that we want to be in, being part of that group. All this, boom, creates emotions in my brain, and I become addicted to it. I love it. So that's the key. If you want to succeed on YouTube, one single thing is super important. Create emotion. Now this video isn't entirely over. What have you guys come up to? It's in the middle of the night. Here? I hate this place. What have you done? You bastards! What is this? I'm not gonna play a horror game, am I? You are nasty. I hate horror games. Fucking, I hate this place. It's haunted, you know? I'm gonna kill you, Marcus.